Hello all, and welcome to the next video here on the Onion Man's Rooftop Two-Headed Cow Caravan of Treasure, sometimes barter. The streak continues. And we are on the next episode of a game show. What kind of show? A game show. Why? Because we couldn't think of a more clever name. So, been a minute since I've kind of been able to show off some video game buys. Usually it's a lot easier because when we were rearranging the game room here, it was easier for me to kind of take what was new and just film it real quick. But now since we're done and kind of actually putting things in place, it's been like, okay, I gotta film this a little strategically because I want to know like what's going to go where when I'm done filming it. Also, we're moving up a little bit in content, I guess, or genre or systems. Generational consoles, whatever you want to call it. Mostly I have looked at things from as far back as like the Sega Genesis up until about the original Xbox and PS2. This haul is actually all Xbox 360. It's kind of a mixed bag of a haul. Some of these I got just because I thought they were... I hadn't... One game in particular I hadn't seen that way before. The rest of them were games that I've heard about. Some of them I've played and got rid of and won it again. That's another common thing. If you're new to a game show, a lot of a game show is me rebuying games I used to have and then got rid of. Again, after college, broke college student, needed the money and sold off a lot of stuff, regrettably. But at the time, I didn't regret it. I needed it. Now I do, just because it's, a lot of good games are gone, and I'm slowly but surely rebuilding the collection. If you've seen the way my old setup was, you saw the shelf that was in front of that with a lot of games on it. I had multiple shelves with a lot of games on it, so thankfully a good chunk of my collection is still intact, but there's a lot of stuff I've had to go back and rebought, and that's what this is. Again, I was trying to go kind of generation by generation, doing older stuff, PS1, N64, Genesis, etc. Doing that stuff first, getting like early stuff out of the way before it goes up in price anymore. And then kind of doing PS2 and Xbox games as well. Kind of like, that's kind of my cutoff. Like 360 onward, I consider a little bit more, I don't want to say recent per se. I mean, it's damn near 20 years ago at this point. Not quite. I shouldn't say that. What, 15? Anyway, yeah. But a lot of these games I find at garage sales. I haven't actually ordered anything new in a while. I do have one package coming in soon with a bunch of games I ordered. So those will be in the mail. But I didn't order them off eBay or anything like that. I bought those just like straight out of Amazon or Best Buy. I think one of them's out of from Best Buy. So I'll take a look at those. Those are really recent games. New stuff I've been meaning to pick up and just hadn't yet. But this one's all Xbox 360 games. I go to a lot of garage sales, find a lot of stuff that way. Pretty much everything in the next few episodes of a game show is all garage sale stuff. So, yeah, cool. And we're going to start with this one. It was a big Xbox 360 haul. He had a lot of PS3 games too, but I didn't see anything I needed or wanted particularly. But he had a lot of Xbox games, Xbox 360 games that I wanted. And he was selling them pretty cheap. I want to say I spent anywhere from like $2 to $5 a game. Like he had different prices on them. So yeah, a lot of stuff. And we're just going to try to go through it from the top to the bottom here and call it good. First one, we have Brutal Legend. I like Brutal Legend. I've actually played Brutal Legend before. I played it on the PC. I want to say it was... it wasn't limited run games. I think it was Fan Gamer. I think it was Fan Gamer. I could be wrong. They had a physical PC, like collector's edition of Brutal Legend. And I bought that years ago, played it, and I love Brutal Legend. I think it's kind of a wonky game. Some people tend to not like how it's kind of a mixture of styles. It's almost like a real-time strategy meets RPG. And I ended up really liking it. I like Jack Black's performance in this. It has so many different musicians, like cameo voices in this. It's really fun. So I thought picking it up for the 360 would actually be kind of cool. Not something I was looking for, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm going to grab that. No manual, but it's all right. I'm usually pretty good about manuals. Like I don't need the most complete in-box thing. As long as it's got a good case, artwork, and the disc is good, I'm usually pretty good. Yeah. Tim Schafer game. If you're a big Tim Schafer fan, there you go. So yeah, Brutal Legend. Next one up, we have Perfect Dark Zero. I've never actually played Perfect Dark Zero. I've played the original Perfect Dark on the N64, which may be an unpopular opinion. I think is a better version of GoldenEye. I said it. I do. I think it's everything GoldenEye was, but much more refined and just more fun to play. A lot smoother. Not a lot of quirky, weird exploits and stuff. But I've never actually played Perfect Dark Zero. It is only on the Xbox 360. I don't know if it ever got ported to PC or not. But Microsoft owns Rare. This was like their big kind of... I think this is the first big like Rare game they kind of released, was Perfect Dark Zero. I could be wrong on that. And I just never played it. Even though I liked the first Perfect Dark, for whatever reason, I always skipped over this. And never really gave it a shot. So now I will. I've always heard good things about it. It's a pretty solid game. So, I guess we'll find out. Next one. We have another game that I played on PC, but went ahead and, well, not something I was looking for, but when I saw it, I was like, you know what, I'll play that again. XCOM, Enemy Unknown. I love XCOM. I think XCOM is really good. And really good. And actually, one of the games I ordered online that I was just mentioning is the new Marvel Midnight Suns game, which is made by the XCOM team. So I believe it is, right? Developed by them. Yeah, either way. I love XCOM. I've played XCOM. I've played XCOM 2. I have not played the Bureau one. I have not done that one yet. It was like the Bureau files. I don't remember what it was. I haven't played that one yet. But this is just regular XCOM. I love XCOM. I low-key really love real-time strategy games, so always good. It's funny because I used to say that like the first real good real-time strategy game for like the Xbox, there's a few out there like that I haven't played before but I've heard of. But the first one I really played that I remember thinking was fantastic was Halo Wars. I loved Halo Wars. And I knew XCOM was on the system, but I had already played it on PC, so kind of one of those things. Next one, this might be a little bit of a surprise to people because I've kind of made it known I'm not the biggest fan of sports games, but in a lot of these pickups recently, there are going to be some sports games just because I saw some that I remembered as a kid and my nostalgia kicked in and I was like, yep, let's get that. This is kind of one of them. If I'm not mistaken, at the time this came out, this was the last NBA 2K game I ever bought. So I have it again. NBA 2K13, executive produced by Jay-Z with his... It was an okay... he put together the soundtrack and it was okay, but it wasn't great. I thought the one... Was it Pharrell Williams did? Like, the year before this, or maybe... I don't remember. I remember this being the last NBA game I bought. And the only reason I really bought it was because this had the Dream Team in it. Yeah, it has the 92 Dream Team, and you could put them up against the 2012 squad. Not the Redeem Team. The Redeem Team is the 2008 squad. Yeah. So, cool to have. It has everybody. I believe Scottie Pippen was the holdout, right? Like, Scottie Pippen wanted more money or something, and they eventually gave it to him. Like, they had all the members of the Dream Team except Scottie Pippen or something. Scottie Pippen kind of gone crazy. This is one that is unique because I have this game, but I've never seen it like this before. And it's just so unique that I bought it. It is BioShock, but with a slipcase. I've never seen BioShock with a slipcase before. Yeah, so crazy. And it's like um lifted. It's like you can feel the Big Daddy here and the lettering. Yeah, I have BioShock. I love BioShock. I've mentioned multiple times I love all three games. 2 is probably the weakest one, but still, I love BioShock. I like Rapture more than the City in the Sky. I can't remember what it was. But I'd never seen BioShock with a slipcover. I don't know if that makes it any more rare or not. Probably not. Because if you take this off, it's the exact same thing. It also says only on Xbox 360 and Windows. Of course, BioShock's been ported everywhere now, so that means nothing anymore. But yeah. I don't know. I'd never seen BioShock with a slipcase. And when I saw that this guy had it at a garage sale here in my town, cool. Yeah, I'll pick that up. That's so random. I'll pick it up. So, like, I don't know. Is it, like, exclusive to a specific store? Is it, like, an earlier copy? Like, I'm confused. What is the story behind BioShock having a slipcase? Again, another one I wasn't expecting to really get. But, again, a PC thing that I went ahead and I bought on console. We got the orange box. Funny enough, I already had Half-Life 2, the episodes. Woo, excuse me. And Team Fortress 2. But I believe this was the first time how I played Portal. So it is what it is. But we got it on the 360 now. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I had episode 1 and 2 for the Half-Life DLCs on PC. I know I had Team Fortress because Team Fortress was free multiple times back in the day on Steam. And then I had never played Portal, and I ended up with a physical PC copy with the old Windows Vista logo on it, and I bought it just so I could play Portal. But now we can go through it again on Xbox, I guess, if we want. I'll definitely play Portal again. I don't know about Half-Life. I played so much Half-Life back in the day, I don't know if I could ever go back to it. Team Fortress, I don't even know how that would work. We just play against bots? Are those servers still up? I have no idea. Oh. I know people like to see the disc. All these discs were in pretty good shape. I was going through them as he was kind of racking up a total for me. And yeah. Another one. This is another one of those games that I only played the first 2. I tried to play the third one, didn't like it. I actually hated it so much I got rid of all of them. So I got rid of 1, 2, and 3. But we have Saints Row. I've played Saints Row. I like this first Saints Row. I think the second one's better. But I do enjoy this first one. I thought the third one's where it really went downhill. I didn't even bother trying to play 4. And I have absolutely no interest in the new one. It looks bad. I've heard bad things about it. I have no want to play it. But I remember really liking the original Saints Row, so I went ahead and picked it up again. So that'll be fun to kind of go back. We'll see. I need to find Saints Row 2. Or did I? And I just don't remember. There's so many games stacked up over here in the corner. I had to like separate them out. Like, okay, I know I got this one at this garage sale. I got this one during this weekend or whatever. So, yeah. Next one. This is another game I have not played, but I played the original one. And I love the original one. So, I picked up Fear 2, Project Origins. I believe somewhere... Did I not buy Fear 3? I thought he had Fear 3 and I bought it. I'm looking at my Xbox shelf like, where's Fear 3? I know I have Fear 3. I remember because I remember thinking Fear 2 was the only one I was missing. Either way, I've never actually played 2 or 3. At least I don't think I have. I only remember playing the first Fear. I'll just say that now. I played the first Fear. I loved the first Fear. I remember getting about halfway through this one, and I liked it because like the gunplay was better, but I remember the horror aspects of it just being more cheap jump scares. Not a lot of like psychological stuff like the first game had. But he had this one. It's cool. This is another game I didn't know had a slipcase, so kind of cool with that. It's got an old GameStop tag. Yo. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah. There you go. Used $44.99. Fear was interesting. I've heard real bad, like negative things about Fear 3, but I'm still going to give it a shot. Fear 2, I've like I said, I heard a lot of people like Fear 2. Some people don't. I got about halfway through and kind of got bored with it, so I'm going to have to force myself to kind of go through it. This is a game I have played before, but not on the Xbox. I actually played this on the PS3, and went ahead and picked it up on the Xbox. Sleeping Dogs. This is the game that's definitely in the roughest shape. Not so much the disc, but the case. So there's got a lot of residue here. I think there's a crack down here. Yeah, there you go. But I like Sleeping Dogs, so definitely don't mind going through it again at some point. Yeah. Sleeping Dogs is like the successor, like the spiritual successor to True Crime. If you ever played the True Crime games, I've played True Crime Streets of New York. I never played LA. So I got to get through LA, and then I'll probably play this again at some point. Again, sports games. There are two here. I'll go with the easier one first. I picked up Madden 08. I remember Madden 08 being the last Madden game I bought, I think. Yeah, and funny enough, at a later garage sale, I picked it up on the original Xbox. So I have Xbox 360 and original Xbox. This is also coincidentally one of the few games I have every achievement for on the Xbox. It was easy to set it to sim and unlock all the achievements. That game could do that, or this game could do that. But I like Madden 08. The Xbox version specifically, not this one, but the original Xbox version, is probably the last true great Madden. I remember this one, the 360 version being good, but just feeling like it was kind of lacking still. So that kind of is what it is, but it's all right. But yeah, the PS2 and Xbox version of Madden 08, in my opinion, is the last great Madden. I think I rented Madden 09, which had Brett Favre on the cover. And I don't know, there's just something off about it. I think I had grown out of Madden by then. Kind of like how, a few years later with NBA 2K13, I had kind of grown out of those by that point, so it is what it is. Around the same time, though, another great game came out, but marred by some other interesting decisions. All Pro Football 2K8. If you're not familiar with what this game is, this was kind of the last vestige of 2K trying to put out a game. I believe at another garage sale, I also have a 2K game that I want to be talking about. But they kind of came back. ESPN NFL 2K5 was kind of the last time they had the NFL rights, and then Madden 05 ended up making it exclusive for EA. So 2K was kind of out of football. But they put this together using a bunch of legends. If you can't tell, you got Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders, and John Elway here. Dan Marino's in this game. There's a lot of people in this game. And gameplay-wise, it's fantastic. I would say it's a much crazy and better simulator for football than Madden ever can be. There's no doubt about that. Problem is, I don't think it really had much of a franchise mode, if it had one at all. The customization was not great. It suffered from all the bells and whistles that Madden had. So gameplay-wise, beats Madden in every aspect. But actual features-wise, it fell short a lot. And I don't think they ever made another one after this. I think this was a one-and-done game for them. Cool to have, though. And last game on here. This is another game that it's a sequel. I played the original. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I thought I'd go ahead and give this one a shot. It is Condemned 2 Bloodshot. I've played Criminal Origins. I liked it. Gameplay is a little wonky with the first-person kind of melee gameplay and stuff. So it wasn't always the greatest, and I remember it kind of being a little bit of a trudge, but I've heard people really praise this one, so willing to give it a shot for sure. See how it goes. And yeah, that's it. It was a big 360 haul. Like I said, he had a lot of 360 games, a lot of PS3 games, and that was pretty much about it. It was just those. I think he was selling a PS3 Slim. Wasn't going to buy it though. Don't need that. Actually, above the 360 here is a PS3 Super Slim. But there we go. Yeah. So we got some games I've already played, but on different consoles, like Brutal Legend, XCOM, Orange Box, Sleeping Dogs, and then we got some games that I had before and had to pick up again, like Madden, um, Fear 2, which I never finished, etc. And some games I've never played. Perfect Dark Zero, kind of flew by. Um, Saints Row, or not Saints Row. Perfect Dark Zero. What else? What else have I not played here? Condemned 2, etc. And then something like random, like Bioshock with the slipcover. Again, didn't know Bioshock ever came out with the slipcover, but apparently it did. So cool. And I was trying to get these to kind of maybe stand up here so I could take a pic. There's your thumbnail. Oh no! At least they didn't go off the side. Either way. Yeah, that's going to be it. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Again, you do not have to if you do not want to, but I always appreciate anybody who does. And yeah, I'm going to try to get some more of these out of the way. Like I said, I separated all the new games that I got into like little stacks. Like, here's what I got at this garage sale. These are the ones I got on this weekend when I went out of town for a garage sale, whatever. So I'm going to try to film them all. I won't release them all at the same time. I'll try to spread them out a little bit and call it good. But thank you, and I will catch you guys in the next video.